Welcome back inside the Now Morning Show. It's Calypso Monday right here as we kick off our carnival celebrations. And now, we've been kind of dabbling in some carnival, but now it's officially carnival. We are 1 month away from Carnival Monday as of today. This morning, I want to welcome a gentleman who is going to be vying to make his name on the big Savannah stage.
Yeah.
Chuck Gordon. He's done so before and he will do so again.
Jiggy Calypso.
That Jiggy. Good morning,
You
sir.
must start there. Greetings. Happy Carnival to you,
Happy
my brother.
Carnival, my brother.
And to Trinidad and Tobago.
Yeah, man. How this season shaping up for you?
Pretty good, you know. Well, we have our release, Look to Press. We have our events. Just did some over the weekend. And we have the 10 coming up.
Right.
Have the competition.
How is 10 prep going?
Pretty good. The management, I think, doing their best to create a show.
Right.
And create interest. So we've been doing a lot of media stuff and.
They start rehearsals yet?
No, the rehearsals starting this weekend.
Okay.
Yeah,
I know there was some time close because when is Calypso Dynasty opening?
The 13th, next week Thursday.
Next week Thursday. All right.
Yeah, and
nice.
the judges come to the 10th and the 15th. So
one time.
Yeah. So we only have 2 days
to warm up.
To familiarize.
What is that process usually like for Calypsonians? Because we hear Calypsonians go to the tent all the time. We hear about the rehearsals that go into it. We come to the tent and we get the experience, right? But in terms of sitting down comfortable with the music, with the band, getting that chemistry, how long does that usually take?
It could take a couple of performances as well. Yeah. Honestly. All right, let me give you an example, right? Last year, Charlesy. I didn't do Charles in the tent at all last year.
Why?
I did Lucy nothing.
Why?
Because I was thinking entertainment first.
Okay.
Right? So I know I had a in terms of choice, Lucy nothing would have been a better tent song. And it turned out to be so. So Carnival Sunday night, that was the 3rd or 4th time I performed Charles, you know.
So then why you choose Charles for the Monarch and not for the tent? If you choose a tent song, would it go for the Monarch too?
Actually, yes. Right. That is why I was hoping it would have been 2 songs. but in terms of competition, I just felt Charles would have been a better competition song on the March Gras in terms of telling the story and creating a spectacle.
Right.
You know, but to answer your question, I wasn't truly and fully comfortable with Charles on Carnival Sunday night. Right. And that's because I wasn't performing it during the season. Yeah. So it could take up to a week and a half. So from the 13th to the 15th for Calypso Dynasty, formerly Calypso House, it's kind of tricky. But luckily, one song I do this season. Okay. And I've been performing it.
Nice. and the plan is to stick to that one song. No more Calypso releases coming.
No, but this later, boy.
I don't know.
I see Super Blue Calypso.
If you want to keep it jiggy, you gotta be jiggy, you know. I just saying, you know, putting it out there.
I take it that.
This year, Tuko has been talking about soca globalization. Tell me how you feel about the trajectory you've been seeing. Calypso globalization.
Right.
Tell me about the trajectory you've been seeing Calypso take in the last year.
Yeah.
Between that Charlesy performance and now.
Yes, sir. Well, you know, we always have to mention Mr. Montano's involvement and the interest that it generated. I think a significant effort was made with the Apollo initiative. Right. And they were able to curate a show that was thoroughly enjoyable for the audience, from traditional Calypso to some of the classic acts, to some of the soca acts. And that was a model that I think can work very well. It's almost like a Calypso spectacular model. Right? So they utilize the Apollo experience. Man laugh, yes. Man smile.
I didn't do that, the boss.
Yeah, so I think they were able to create that vision through the Apollo show. Yeah. And I think the president and Tuko is trying to continue along that road in terms of refining what the Calypso product looks like. Right. And I think that is where his focus is. That is what I've gathered so far.
Okay.
So making it more palatable.
My question would be, is that Tuko's role? To refine what the Calypso model looks like?
I believe as the singular body for Calypso, I think, apart from the welfare of the Calypsonian.
Well, that's what I thought their primary responsibility was.
No, but you can't take care of Calypsonian and not take care of Calypso.
Right.
And that is the brand.
And that leads back to what Tazia was talking about earlier, right? In terms of, is Calypso able to take care of you as an artist?
Boy. as a difficult question. As a personal, individualized question,
But I asking you, because Tizaya gave the answer very clearly earlier. It was politically
Well,
correct,
I mean,
it was there.
it has taken care of me.
Right.
It has.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I have had titles and all of that. So,
And that helps the situation.
and because primarily as a calypsonian, that is where your major source of income comes from. And that is the reality.
And that is the reality.
And that is a problem.
And is that the reality that we need to address?
Absolutely.
If it is that your main source of income is only the competition, and you're going to write to win a song to win the competition,
Yes.
you're not writing a calypso for the expression of calypso.
And that is where I kind of try my best
Right.
to dance in the middle, because when I do my music, I do it with a purpose in mind beyond the competition. But I also do it. I also do it with the mindset, my brother, that I could make it with the competition.
Well, no, and that for me is the part. Like, so
Yeah.
I get concerned about, the judging criteria, for
Right,
example, where
right.
I'm like, all right, if I know the judging criteria, then I can write a song that would
Yes.
get all the marks in this
Yeah,
area and all the
yeah.
marks in that area.
Yeah.
But am I truly expressing what I want to say as an artist?
Correct. And I think that's where you have to start first.
Right.
And then you could introduce all the other factors as you go along.
Interesting.
Yes, sir. But
We're talking Kaiso this
the
morning.
product has to be paramount.
Yes, and the quality of the product.
Quality of song, quality of presentation, quality of shows.
Right.
And I think the tents have been lacking in that regard for far too long. And that's the direction that.
Oh, what about the quality of funding?
Well, that's another story.
consider,
Yeah, but all goes together. It's a nice connected ecosystem. Yes, sir.
Give me something to perform this morning now.
All right.
My microphone is that? You hear me?
Yep.
Let me borrow your
All
mic.
right, go through.
Yeah, thanks. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to wrap up here. I taken Chucky Mike. I want you to go out there and make a difference today now, because together we aspire, and if together we perspire, then together we definitely can achieve. On behalf of Natasha Lake and the entire team here at TTT, I'm Ruckus wishing you a beautiful Monday. It is Carnival. Please be safe, be wise. And Chucky, tell them how to look to press this morning as we get to the top of the hour.
It's the vibes. Yeah.
A jiggy calypso.
A jiggy calypso is the vibes. There we go. Whoa, look to press. Ha! Ha! I come to show them how the thing go. Oh, we tell them rockers. Look to press, look to press. Ha! Here why? Life harder than concrete nail. We can't tell we head from tail. Everything is a Bobby show. Public institutions fail. System moving just like snail. But they treating we like we slow. But you know what? Cause today we change any trend. Tell them don't do without. The longest rope of an end, my friend. Don't do without. We flipping the script. On the one we under duress. If your service in a mess, then it's better you look to press. Ha! And if price is rising and your product quality getting less, look to press. I say look to press. Ha! And every time we leave your place, we need a blood pressure test. Look to press. I say
Calypso.
call some names, rockers.
It's the vibe.
Hey! Look to press. Let me call some names now. The hospital, look to press. Police stations, look. Life harder than concrete nail. We can't tell we head from tail. Everything is a puppy show. Public institutions fail. System moving just like snail. But they treating we like we slow. But today we change any trend. Tell them don't do without. The longest rope of an end, my friend, don't do without. We flipping the script. On the one we under duress. If your service in a mess, then it's better you look to press. Ha! And if price is rising and your product quality getting less, look to press. I say look to press. And every time we leave your place, we need a blood pressure test. Look to press. I say look to press. Why? Say less, we don't mobilize. Say less, tough on all them guys. We want the best. Everything else look to press. What's up? I say boss out. Boss out. You know silly season coming just now, right? Politician pulling stunts when them on a voting hunt. And it's always a puppy show. I lie. Some doing me what they want till we ain't no back from front. Endless advantage for so playing with your mind. So when they promise the world, tell them don't do it that. Not all that glitters is gold, so don't do it that. If government is a money grab to live we in a mess. Say